don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being.
Good evening, baseball fans. You are here on Yankees The Ugly Truth with Ken, about to call the play-by-play for Game 1 of the Yankees facing up against the Astros in Dalkin Park. I want to welcome everybody who has hopped into our stream. Your support is most appreciated. Let's see, Yank for Life. Welcome, Margaret, Jonathan, Nancy. Good to see y'all here in our stream. We're probably about a couple of minutes before game time. So I'm going to start by going over tonight's lineup. For the New York Yankees, leading off playing center field is going to be Trent Grisham. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. In the 2-hole will be our right fielder, the captain, Aaron Judge. In the 3-hole will be Cody Bellinger playing left field. Cleaning up tonight will be Ben Rice hitting out of the 4-hole, playing first base. Out of the 5-hole will be our DH, Giancarlo Stanton. Following him is second baseman Jazz Chisholm in the 6-hole. Behind the dish in the 7-hole is going to be J.C. Escara. In the 8-hole is going to be third baseman Ryan McMahon. And bringing up the rear is going to be shortstop Jose Caballero. And on the bump for the Yankees tonight is going to be the crafty young rookie Will Warren. For the Houston Astros, leading off playing shortstop is going to be Carlos Correa. In the 2-hole is DH Yordan Alvarez, the hottest hitter in Major League Baseball. As a matter of fact, he leads all offensive categories. So he's going to be a guy to watch out for. Isaac Paredes will be at third base, hitting out of the 3-hole. Pain in the butt to the Yankees, second baseman Jose Altuve will be cleaning up. At first base, hitting out of the 5-hole will be Christian Walker. In right field, hitting in the 6-hole is Smith. In left field, in the 7-hole is Harris. Behind the dish is going to be catcher Yainer Diaz. And bringing up the rear is going to be center fielder Matthews. And on the bump for the Astros is going to be Lance McCullers. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop a vote in our active poll. Let your vote be counted and your voice be heard. How many hits will Jazz have tonight? Yankee bats are starting to come around and doing a little bit better at situational hitting, scoring runs, and answering back anytime the opponents score. Pitching has been at the top of the game, and I'm loving this Yankees team. We are currently on a 6-game winning streak. We've got 3 games here in Houston, followed up with 3 more in Arlington. So I think that we can take both series. I'd love a sweep here in Houston because it's Houston. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. We've made it easy for you. There are QR codes in the upper left and right-hand corner. Left is Hardcore Sports. Right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. We at Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 668 subscribers. Our next milestone is 670. So anything you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. And it looks like the Astros have taken the field. And McCullers sets. He gets ready for the first pitch of the game. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And McCullers sets. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone. Count is evened at 1-1 on Grishbaum. And McCullers sets, fires, and the cutter is up high. Count is 2-1 on Trent. And McCullers sets, and he paints the inside corner for call, strike two. Count is evened at 2-up. Grisham is hitting 167 on the season, 3 home runs, 14 RBIs, and a 644 OPS. McCullers sets. Hey, Sawdust, welcome to the stream, brother. Appreciate you being here. And the pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the first base line. Count remains even at deuces. And McCullers sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is up high. Count is now full, 3-2. And McCullers sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball four. Grisham is going to strip his gear off. Adam Beck is the home plate umpire. He is in his 7th major league season. He is a hitter-friendly umpire. 18 challenges, 7 overturned. And all rise. The judge is in the chamber. Aaron is hitting 242, 9 home runs, 17 RBIs. And the first pitch is a sweeper in there for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And McCullers sets, fires, and the pitch is down low and inside. Count is 1-1. Hey, Raymond, welcome to the stream. McCullers sets, and the pitch is on the way, and that is down low for ball two. Count is 2-1 on the captain. McCullers sets, and the sweeper is way off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on the captain. Pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is down low, and that is ball four. So that's back-to-back walks to McCullers. So the Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, hitting 271 on the season, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs, and an 808 OPS. Bellinger's in the box. McCullers sets and fires, and the cutter catches the outside corner for call, strike one. Watching from the Philippines. Fantastic, brother. Appreciate you being here. And McCullers sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is hammered into right field. And that is past Altuve. So it's going to be a station to station thing. So the Yankees have the bases juiced with nobody out, and Ben Rice coming up to bat. Uh-oh. I think there might be some trouble. And Ben Rice steps up to the plate. Rice is hitting .311 on the season, 8 home runs, 18 RBIs, and an 1169 OPS. And McCullers is thrown from the windup. Pitch is on the way, and that is a cutter way inside. Count is 1-0. Situational hitting, baby. Nice, easy swings. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Come on, Ben. You can hit it if you're looking at it. Stop pulling your head to look for that massive home run. Smart baseball, brother. And McCullers sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up. And that is called ball one, but that is getting challenged. That was definitely in the strike zone. This is going to be overturned. And the call is overturned. That was definitely a strike. Caught the top of the strike zone. So the count is 1-2 for McCullers. And McCullers sets. And this pitch is fouled off. Count's going to remain 1-2. And McCullers sets. Next pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Altuve. He is going to flip it, and it is going to be past the shortstop. So Grisham is going to score. That is definitely going to be an error. That's going to be E4 on Altuve. And the bases are still loaded. And Big G is up to bat. Pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker that catches the outside corner for call, strike one. Stanton's hitting .253 on the season, 2 home runs, 13 RBIs. McCullers sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and the pitch is hit right back to McCullers. And Diaz fires to first, so that is going to be a 1-2-3 double play. Yankees will have runners at second and third with 2 outs. Jazz Chisholm Jr. coming up. Is Jazz back in the groove? Poll question asked, how many hits is he going to have tonight? Is this going to be the first one of the night? Jazz is hitting .181 on the season, 1 homer, 4 RBIs, and a .556 OPS. McCullers takes a warning from Adam Beck for not engaging the batter. And the pitch is on the way, and the cutter is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. McCuller sets, fires, and that pitch is inside. Count is evened at 1-up. McCuller sets, pitch is on the way. It is off the plate. Count is 2-1. McCuller sets, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is even at deuces. All right, Jazz, a little bit of bingo, brother. A little bit of bingo. And McCuller sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is down low and off the plate. Count is now full. 3-2 on Jazz. McCullers is at 27 pitches. He sets and fires, and this one is ripped into right center. That's going to drop in front of the right fielder, and 2 runs are going to score. So that is a 2-run single for Jazz Chisholm. Yankees take a 3-0 lead in the top of the first. Jazz is coming to life. Uh-oh. Could be trouble. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara. Keeping the line moving, baby. That's what you got to do. And it looks like they have a mound visit going on. Well, what do you know? Escara is hitting 158 on the season, no home runs, 4 RBIs, at a 516 OPS. Today is JC's 31st birthday, so let's hope he gets into the bingo game tonight. And McCuller sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to be inside for ball 1. Cutter dove in off the plate. McCuller sets and fires, and Escara bounces this one to Altuve. Altuve sets and fires to the first baseman, Walker, for the 3rd out, but not before the Yankees put 3 on the board to take a 3-0 lead. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the first is going to be Carlos Correa, Yordan Alvarez, and Isaac Paredes. 1, 2, 3. What do you see? For tonight, in the active scoreboard, in the top of the 5th, the Tigers lead the Reds 5-0. Bottom of the 4th, the Orioles are hammering the Red Sox 8-1. Top of the 4th, the Guardians are leading the Blue Jays 7-3. Bottom of the 5th, the Rockies and Mets are. In the top of the 5th, the Rays have a 3-1 lead on the Twins. Bottom of the 4th, the Braves and Phillies are locked up at 2 apiece. Top of the 4th, the Pirates lead the Brewers 1-0. Top of the 3rd, the Nationals lead the White Sox 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, the Angels and Royals are locked up at 0s. Top of the 1st, the Athletics have a 3-0 lead on the Rangers. As you know, in the bottom of the 1st, the Yankees are leading the Astros 3-0. Top of the 1st, the Cardinals and the Mariners are locked up at 0s, and that is your active scoreboard for tonight as it stands. If you have not, please take an opportunity to drop your vote in our active poll. And if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And it looks like Warren and Correa steps up to the plate. And the first pitch is going to paint the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Correa is hitting .284 on the season, 1 homer, 13 RBIs, and a .753 OPS. And Warren sets. The next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count evens up at 1-1. Ward sets and fires, and the sweeper is down low. Count is 2-1. Don't nibble, kid, just attack. Warren sets, fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is even at 2-2. Warren sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is now full. As you know, Warren has had an issue historically in the first inning, so let's hope he can get through this. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and Correa swings and misses for strike three. So grab some bench, Carlos, because you're out of there via the K. Coming up to bat is Yordan Alvarez. Keep your eye on this young man because he is leading baseball in every offensive category. So let's keep this kid under control. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is a sweeper that catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Alvarez has hit at .347, 11 home runs, 26 RBIs, and a .1246 OPS. Warren sets, and he fires, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Warren sets and fires, and he misses off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Alvarez. And Warren sets, brings the heater, and he paints the bottom of the strike zone with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball for call. Strike two. Count is 2-2. Alvarez steps out of the box. Pitch is on the way, and Alvarez bounces it up the middle. Caballero has it, shoots it to Ben Rice, and that is the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Isaac Paredes. And Warren sets, fires, and this ball is skied into right field. Bellinger is tracking it, and he is going to make it the play just before the foul line. And the Astros go down in order 1, 2, 3. For those of you just hopping into our stream, We're headed to the top of the second. The Yankees have a 3-0 lead on the Astros. Coming up to bat is going to be Ryan McMahon, Jose Caballero, and Trent Grisham. So it's 8, 9, and 1. If you haven't, please take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. How many hits will Jazz get tonight? If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. We at the Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 668 subscribers. Our next milestone is 670. Anything that you can do to help us attain our goal would be most appreciated. And I want to thank everybody for hopping in and listening to a little bit of baseball, especially on your busy Friday night. So how are we feeling about the game? One of the hallmarks that we've been seeing over the last 6 games is incredible starts out of all of our starters. The minimum innings pitch that we've seen out of a starter in the last 6 games is 7 innings. So with that being said, the bullpen is not being stressed. Those guys are rested. Wow. And the first pitch is on the way. And McMahon takes a pitch, going, and gone. That one gets into the Crawford boxes. And McMahon hits his second home run of the season. The Yankees now lead 4-0. That's McMahon's second home run of the season. Traveled 336 feet at 99.8 miles an hour. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. And McCullers sets, pitches on the way, and it is a sinker up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. McCullers sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Pitch is on the way, and this is a elevator shaft home run on the infield. Walker is tracking it, and Christian is going to make the play on the infield grass. That is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham. He does not have an official at bat. He walked in his first plate appearance. And the first pitch is on the way. And the sinker catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Grishbaum. Color sets and fires, and this one is bounced down the first base line. It's fair. Walker's going to fill the ball and take it himself. So that is the second out. All rise. The judges in the chamber. The captain does not have an official at bat. He walked in his first plate appearance. Pitch is on the way, and it is a sinker off the plate. Count is 1-0 on the captain. McCullers sets, fires, and that pitch is a cutter that breaks off the plate. Count is 2-0. McCullers sets and fires, and Judge fouls this one straight back. Count is 2-1. McCullers sets, fires, and the pitch paints the bottom of the strike zone. The umpire calls it a strike. Judge is going to challenge this one, and I believe he's going to win that. And it is overturned. That is down low. So the count is now 3-1 on the captain. McCullers sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is now full 3-2. McCullers sets, fires, and that pitch is down low. And that is ball 4. Now the Astros are challenging this pitch. And the Astros are wrong. They're going to lose their first challenge. Houston has one challenge remaining. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, 1-for-1 on the day with a single and a run. McCullers sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and foul back. Count is 0-1. Colors is at 43 pitches already. He sets and fires, and the pitch is on the way. And Judge steals second base. That is the captain's 6th stolen base of the season. And the pitch was a call, strike 2 on Belly. The count is 0-2 on Cody. And the Astros are challenging the call at second. I don't know. They're doing a replay review. I can't tell if he's safe or out. And the call on the field is going to be overturned, and Judge is thrown out stealing. But the Yankees are going to get a run on the Ryan McMahon home run. So for those of you hopping in, we are headed to the bottom of the second. Yankees. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. We here at Yankees The Ugly Truth are at 668 subscribers, looking for our milestone of 670. Anything that you can do to help us meet our goal would be most appreciated. I want to thank everybody for taking time to hang out with us to listen to a little bit of baseball on this busy Friday night. In the bottom of the 5th, the Tigers lead the Reds 5-2. In the top of the 5th, the Red Sox lead the Orioles 2-0. No, they're losing 9-2. Excuse me. In the bottom of the fifth, the Guardians are leading the Blue Jays 7-3. Top of the sixth, the Rockies have a 2-1 lead on the Mets. Top of the bottom of the sixth, the Rays have a 4-1 lead on the Twins. In the bottom of the fifth, the Phillies have a 3-2 lead on the Braves. Top of the fifth, the Pirates lead the Brewers 2-0. Bottom of the fourth, the White Sox and Nationals are locked up at 1 apiece. There is no score in the Angels-Royals game. In the top of the third, the Athletics lead the Rangers 3-0. In this game, the Yankees lead the Astros 4-0. And the Mariners lead the Cardinals 1-0. And the first pitch to Altuve is fouled straight back. Count is 0-1. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Altuve. Warren sets, and the ball is tapped up the middle. Jazz has it. And he is firing to first, but not in time. Altuve is going to beat that out for an infield single. Coming up to bat is Christian Walker, hitting .264 on the season, 5 home runs, 18 RBIs, and an .864 OPS. And Warren sets. First pitch is on the way, and this is fouled down the first base line, and that is just going to make the stands. Count is 0-1. And Warren sets. Checks on the runner at first. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is now 0-2. And Warren sets. There's a pickoff attempt at first. Altuve is back in head first sliding. And of course, the Astros fans are booing. Go figure. Warren sets, fires, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike 3. Walker is shaking his head, but Christian, you are out of there via the K, brothers. Grab some bench. Coming up to bat is Smith. Cab takes a sweeper down low for ball 1. Count is 1-0. Smith is hitting .239 on the season, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, 721 OPS. And there is a pickoff attempt at first, and Altuve is back in head first. First disengagement of this at bat. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream, brother. You at home or at work? Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up high. Count is 2-0 on Cam Smith. Warren sets and he fires. That pitch is inside. Count is now 3-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the fastball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 3-1. Warren sets and he fires, and the sweeper is right down the heart of Broadway. Count is now full 3-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is inside for ball 4. So the Astros are going to have runners at first and second with one out. And Harris is coming up to bat. Harris is hitting 167 on the season, no home runs, 1 RBI, and a 597 OPS. All right, Sean, understood. Warren sets, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Warren sets, pitches on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 0-2. Warren checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way. And the changeup is off the plate and low. Count is 1-2. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain at 1-2. You got to change his eye level, Will, up high. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is fouled off. Everything has been low and fouled off. Put a fastball up high. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is in there for call. Strike three. Grab some bench dusting because you are out of there via the K. And that is Warren's third strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Yonder Diaz. He's hitting 197, 1 home run, 10 RBIs, and a 505 OPS. Pitch to Yiner is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Warren sets and fires, and the ball is shot into right field. Judge is going to field it. He is throwing home. Altuve is coming home, and the throw is just a bit offline, and Altuve is going to score. And the Astros are on the board 3-1. Astros have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Matthews is coming up to bat. Judge puts the ball on the plate. Altuve's out, but it was up the line. And the first pitch is on the way, and the fastball paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Warren sets and fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. And Warren sets, fires, and the sweeper is off the plate again. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and Matthews swings and misses. Count is evened at 2-2. What color is your goose? Matthews hitting 167 on the season, 1 homer, 5 RBIs, and a 602 OPS. And the pitch is on the way, and that is chop foul. Count remains 2-2. Warren sets and fires, and the fastball is fouled off. Count remains 2-2 as we head to the 7th pitch of the at bat. Pitch is on the way, and Matthews cannot hold up the check swing, and he is out for call. Strike 3. And that is the 4th strikeout of the night for Will Warren. The Astros are going to leave runners at first, but not before they score 1 run to close the gap 4-1. And the active scoreboard for tonight in the top of the six. The Tigers lead the Reds 5-2. In the top of the Red Sox 9-2. In the top of the 6th, Guardians lead the Blue Jays 4. In the top of the 7th, the Rockies lead the Mets 2-1. In the top of the 7th, the Rays lead the Twins 4-1. Bottom of the 6th, the Phillies lead the Braves 3-2. Top of the 5th, the Pirates lead the Brewers 3-0. In the top of the 5th, the White Sox and the Nationals are locked up at 1. In the bottom of the 4th, the Royals lead the Angels 4-0. In the top of the 4th, the Athletics lead the Rangers 3-0. Going to the top of the 3rd, the Yankees lead the Astros 4-1. Top of the 3rd, the Mariners have a 1-0 lead on the Cardinals. And that is your active scoreboard for the night. A couple games to follow later. For those of you that have been watching, if you haven't, take this moment to let your voice be heard and your vote be counted in our active poll. How many hits will Jazz have tonight? Coming up for the Yankees in Bellinger. He was at bat when Judge was thrown out. Rice and Stanton. McCullers sets, and the pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Bellinger is 1-for-1 on the day with a single and a run scored. McCullers sets, and the next pitch is a sinker down low. Count is 2-0. McCullers is at 46 pitches in the top of the third. Pitch is on the way, and Bellinger fouls this one straight back. Count is 2-1. McCullers sets, fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is now 3-1 on Cody. McCullers sets and fires, and this pitch is fouled straight back. Count is now 3-2. McCullers sets, fires, and Bellinger watches one go right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 3. First out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, grounded into a fielder's choice in his first at bat and scored a run. And McCullers sets. Pitch is on the way, and the knuckle curve is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper catches the top of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Count is even at 1-1. McCullers sets and fires. That pitch is a cutter off the plate. Count is 2-1. McCullers sets, and the sweeper catches the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike 2. Welcome to the stream, Jake. Glad to see you're positive as usual and confident in Yankee pitching or hitting or anything. Pitch is on the way, and that is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike 3. And Rice goes down looking. Coming up to bat is big Giancarlo Stanton, 0-for-1 on the night. Stanton grounded into a double play his first at bat. First pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and the sinker is down low. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and that is foul tipped into the glove of Diaz. Count is 2-1. McCullers sets, and the sweeper breaks off the plate, and Stanton swings and misses. Count is evened at deuces. And McCullers sets and fires, and the pitch is up high. Count is now full, 3-2. McCullers is at 60 pitches. And he sets and fires, and Stanton hammers this one to right field. It is a high right field for a ball. Smith is there, and he is going to put it away for the third out of the inning. McCullers is going to retire the Yankees in order. So coming up to bat in the bottom of the third is going to be 1, 2, 3, and that's what we see. And I see that we have 2 subscribers tonight. So thank you for your support. Appreciate you becoming members of the Yankees The Ugly Truth. And we have made our goal of 670. So thank you. Most appreciated. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take a second to let your vote counted and your voice be heard. Drop your answer in our poll question for tonight. How many hits will Jazz have in tonight's game? And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Well, how are we feeling about the game? What are the things that you'd like to see happen? Me personally, I'd like to see Warren get into the 7th. Get another restful night for the bullpen where we rely on a couple of arms, not the full cadre. Ryan McMahon hit a home run, so he's gotten into the hit parade. And Warren is on the bump. First pitch is on the way, and this is skied foul. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Correa fouls the sinker off. Count is 0-2 on Correa. Pitch is on the way, and that is, off the plate. Not sure. I might have challenged that one. Count is 1-2 on Correa. And Warren sets, pitch is on the way, and that one misses just a little bit further outside. Count is evened at deuces, 2-2. And how do you do? And Ward sets and fires, and the fastball is down low. Count is now full. Come on, Will. You had him 0-2. Now you're full, 3-2. Correa is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout in his first plate appearance. Ward sets and fires, and Correa fouls this one off. Count remains 3-2. Come on, Will. You've got to vary the eye levels. You can't throw everything at the bottom of the strike zone. Warren sets and fires, and this ball is bounced to McMahon. McMahon fields and fires across the diamond, and he is going to retire Correa. So that is 1 out. Coming up to bat is Yordan Alvarez. He grounded out in his first plate appearance. He is 0 for 1 on the night. Pitch is on the way, and it paints the inside corner. For call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Ward sets and he fires. It is fastball. Paints the bottom of the strike zone. For call, strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Alvarez. Fastball up and in, Warren. Will, come on. Fastball up and in. Pitch is on the way, and he throws a curveball in the dirt. Count is 1-2. And Warren sets. Pitch is down low, and this is lined into right field. So that is a 1-out base hit. Coming up to bat is Isaac Paredes, 0 for 1 on the night. He lined out in his first appearance. So let's roll it. Double play and be done. Warren sets and fires, and the fastball is just a bit outside. Count is 1-0. Warren sets, fires, and this pitch is a sinker down low. Count is 2-0. Pitch is on the way, and Paredes chops this one down foul. Count is 2-1. Warren sets, fires, and the pitch is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is now evened at 2-2. Warren sets and fires, and the fastball is up and in. Count is now full, 3-2. Warren sets and fires, and this ball is a elevator shaft home run in the infield. Rice is tracking it. It is going to make the play on the infield grass for the second out. And I don't know what the hell's happening. Alvarez is walking. Alvarez is standing at second. And apparently that was a balk on Warren. So Alvarez is awarded second, and the Paredes is back in the box. And this pitch is skied to left field, and Bellinger is going to make the play on the wall. He fires it into second, but Alvarez is back at second. So that is the second out. So it's funny. Bellinger tried to deke Alvarez. And there is a mound visit going on. Blake is out there. I don't know what the hell he's out there for. Coming up to bat is Al, 1-for-1 on the day with a run. And Alvarez is caught sleeping at second. He is picked off by Warren. That was definitely a timing play. Jazz snuck in behind him. And Jazz put the tag on him, and that is going to do it for the Astros. Coming up in the top of the fourth is going to be Jazz Chisholm, JC Escara, and Ryan McMahon. Hey, Beagle, welcome to the stream, brother. For those of you who have hopped in our stream, we are headed to the top of the fourth. The Yankees have a 4-1 lead on Escara and McMahon. If you haven't, please take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. How many hits will Jazz get tonight? If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. There are QR codes in your upper left and right hand corners. Left is Hardcore Sports, right is Yankees The Ugly Truth. Here at Yankees The Ugly Truth, we met our first milestone of the night, getting to 360 or 70 subscriptions. Our next milestone is 375. So anything you can do to help us meet that goal would be most appreciated. From our active scoreboard tonight, the Tigers and the Reds are in a delay. Tigers lead the Reds 5-3. And I guess I'm not going to get to the scoreboard because they are back. And McCullers sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Jazz is 1-for-1 on the night with a 2-run single. McCullers sets, and the sweeper catches the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is evened at 1-1 on Jazz. Pitch is on the way, and this one is going, and gone. And that is Jazz's second home run of the year. And the Yankees now lead 5-1. That one traveled 393 feet, went at 106.5 miles an hour. So, well done, Jazz. Seems to be getting on track. And I think that's going to do it for our poll question because that's Jazz's second hit of the night. So, for those of you who voted in our active poll, the 17 of you, 53% said 2+. So congratulations for those of you that had the faith in Jazz. Coming up to bat is JC Escara. Actually, I missed one. Second pitch is in there for call. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Escara. McCullers sets, and the pitch is on the way. It is down low. Count is 1-2. Next pitch is on the way, and Ascara swings and misses, and that is strike 3 to JC. And the first pitch to McMahon is bounced to Altuve. He flips it to Walker, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. 1 pitch and 1 out. I freaking hate those. McCullers sets. The first pitch to Caballero is a sweeper off the plate. Count is 1 and 0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is bounce to Correa. He sets and fires across the diamond to record the third out of the inning. So the Yankees are going to be retired, and not before the Yankees add a solo shot home run by Jazz Chisholm to take a 5-1 to lead. And we are dropping a new active poll. How many innings will Warren go tonight? Take this opportunity to let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And we have our first, second vote. Keep them coming, baby. Keep them coming. Yes, it is. If you have not, take a look at my YouTube channel, Yankees The Truth, and check out my latest short. It was on Garrett Cole's rehab start last night. Let me know what you think. I think you'll like it. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Thanks, Saw. Did you drop a comment? And Warren sets. The first pitch is hit into the gap, and that is going to bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. Freaking Altuve. Always a pain in the butt to the Yankees. So the Astros have a runner at second with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Christian Walker. First pitch is on the way, and that is off Rice's glove. It's going to go into right field. So Altuve's going to advance to third. The Yankees or the Astros are going to have runners at first and third with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Cam Smith. He has not got an official at bat. He walked in his first plate appearance. All right, Will, it's time to buckle down, baby. Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled off of himself. Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is fouled, tipped into the glove of Wells. Count is 0-2. Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and the ball is tapped to Caballero. He flips it to first for the first out of the game, but not before Altuve is able to score. So the score is now 5-2 Yankees. Walker is at second. Harris is coming up to bat, 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Hey, Saul, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. Warren sets and fires, and that pitch is called a ball. I think he caught the top of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Warren checks on the runner at second, sets and fires, and the sweeper is fouled off. Count is 1-2. Warren checks on the runner again, sets and fires, and the curveball just misses outside. Count is evened at deuces. Hey, better, swing better. Warren sets, pitch is on the way, and that is strike 3 looking. Harris's second strikeout of the night. So grab some bench, brother, because you're retired via the K. Coming up to bat is Yordan Alvarez, the catcher, or Yiner out Diaz. 1 for 1 today, and an RBI. Ward sets, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. Warren sets, fires, and the sweeper is waved at and missed. Count is evened at 1-1. Warren sets and fires, and that sweeper is not competitive. It is down in the dirt. Never was a strike. Count is 2-1 on Diaz. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a line drive to center field. Grisham is closing on it and puts it away for the third out, but not before the Astros get a run on 2 hits to close the gap to 5-2. Coming up in the top of the fifth is going to be Grisham, Judge, and Bellinger. 1, 2, 3, and that's what you see. For those of you that are hopped into our stream, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll, the second one of the night. How many innings will Warren go this evening? If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. We are at 300 or 670 subscriptions on Yankees The Ugly Truth. Looking at 675 is our next milestone. Anything you can do to help us reach our goal would be most appreciated. So how we feel and what do we need to see to be happy in this game? All right, chat, let us know. Right now, I'm liking the way that Warren is attacking the strike zone. He's not nibbling and going after hitters. Whenever he does that, good things happen. Is Warren going to give us our 6th consecutive game where the starter goes 7 innings? Right now, the Yankees are currently on a 6-game winning streak. We'd like to see it go to 7. Sawdust wants to see a Judge home run. Grisham is 0 for 1 with a walk in the first inning. He scored a run. And McCullers sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is way inside. Has Grisham doing a little bit of the happy dance. Stinky leg and all. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and this is a chop foul down the first base line. Count is 1-1. McCullers sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is down low. Count is 2-1 on Grish Bob. McCullers is at 75 pitches. And he sets, fires, and that cutter is off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Grisham. McCullers sets, and he fires, and that pitch is off the plate for ball 4. Grisham is going to strip his gear off and head to first base. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. He does not have an official at bat today. He has a pair of walks under his belt, and he was caught stealing in his last plate appearance. On a review, McCullers sets and fires, and that pitch is a cutter that paints the inside corner for call strike 1. Count is 0-1. McCullers sets and fires, and a non-competitive sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-1. McCullers sets, and the sinker is down low. Count is now 2-1 on the captain. McCullers sets and fires, and this is a fly ball to left center. Matthews makes the play, and Jazz is heading back. That is one down, and Cody Bellinger coming up to bat. He has a single, a strikeout, and a run scored tonight. McCullers sets and fires, and the sweeper catches the outside corner for call, strike one. McCullers sets and fires, and the curveball is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Looks like the Astros are warming somebody up. First pitch is on the way, or the next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2 on Cody. McCullers sets, fires, and this pitch is grounded to Walker. Walker flips to second, and the relay back to first is a 3-6-3 double play. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the end of 4.5. The Yankees have a 5-3 lead. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the fifth is going to be Matthews, Correa, and Alvarez. 9-1-2. For those of you that are here, please take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. How many innings will Warren go this evening? If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, and the Tigers and Reds are still in a delay. Tigers lead 5-3. Top of the eighth, the Orioles are beating the Red Sox 10-3. In the bottom of the eighth, the Guardians have an 8-6 lead on the Blue Jays. Bottom of the eighth, the Rockies have a 4-3 lead on the Mets. Top of the ninth, the Rays have a 6-2 lead on the Twins. Top of the eighth, the Braves have a 5-3 lead on the Phillies. 4-0. Top of the seventh, the Nationals lead the White Sox 3-2. Top of the seventh, the Royals lead the Angels 5-0. Top of the sixth, the Athletics lead the Rangers 6-1. As you know, in the bottom of the fifth, the Yankees lead the Astros 5-2. In the top of the sixth, the Athletics lead the Rangers 6-1. In the top of the fifth, the Cardinals and Mariners are locked up at 2. And that is our active scoreboard for the night. And Warren sets and fires, and the first pitch is a sinker inside for ball one to Matthews. Matthews is 0 for 1 on the night with a strikeout. Warren sets, pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Warren sets, and that is a line drive right at Caballero, and he makes the play. That one left the bat at 109 miles an hour. Coming up to bat is Correa. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down low. Count is 1-0. Correa is 0 for 2 on the night with a ground out and a strikeout. And Warren sets, pitch is on the way, and that is tapped to first base. Rice fields it and flips to Warren for the second out of the inning. Coming up is Yordan Alvarez, 1 for 2 on the night. Warren sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Warren sets, fires, and that is a line drive off of Jazz's glove, and it is going to carry him into right field, right to Judge. That one was a bullet. Jazz was at the peak, not quite enough. Coming up to bat is Isaac Paredes, 0 for 2 on the night with a line out and a ground out. Warren sets and fires, and that fastball is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and that paints the outside corner for call, strike two. Count is 0-2 on Paredes. And Ascar sets. Outside. Warren fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-2 on Paredes. Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is in the dirt. Count is evened at deuces. Come on, kids. You were 0-2 on this guy. Finish him. Paredes is back in the box. Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is guide foul. Count remains even at deuces. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered foul down the third base line. We're going to reset it and do it again as we head to the seventh pitch of the at bat. Warren sets and fires, and this is hit to left center. Grisham is tracking it, and he is going to make the play for the final out of the inning. As we head to the top of the sixth, the Yankees will have Ben Rice, Giancarlo Stanton, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. coming up to bat. So how we feeling about tonight's game, guys and gals in the funny papers? For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. If you are not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one and the same. Here on The Ugly Truth, we are at 670 subscribers, looking at our next milestone of 675. 5 away. Anything you can do to help us out would be most appreciated. John, I don't know, man. They just need to make you the boss, shift supervisor, and be done with it. If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. Only 9 people have voted this thus far. Good, Sean. I am glad. And the first pitch for McCullers is foul down the first base line by Rice. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and Rice hits a line drive into left center. And that is going to split the outfield. Rice is heading to second, and he is going to be there with a leadoff stand-up double. That's Ben's first hit of the night. Big G is up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Stanton is grounded into a double play and flied out. McCullers sets, pitches, and the curveball is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 1-1. McCullers sets and fires, and he paints the outside corner with the cutter. Count is now 1-2 on Big G. All right, brother, it's time to get into the hit parade. Next pitch is on the way. The sweeper is down low. Count is evened at deuces. McCullers sets and fires, and the pitch is down in the dirt. Stanton checks his swing. Count is now full, 3-2. McCullers sets and fires, and this one is grounded up the middle, And it's through for a base hit. Russ is rounding third, heading home, and he is going to score. That is an RBI single for Big G. Score is now 6-2. McCullers is at 92 pitches. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm. 2 for 2 on the night with a 3-run homer and a single. And it looks like they are going to pull McCullers, so we'll give him his departure song. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And one more time. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. And he is out of here. I'm not sure who the hell is coming in, but I'll let you know as soon as I do. And it looks like Colton Gordon is coming in. Gordon is a left-handed reliever. I believe they have 3 of them in the bullpen for the Astros. So how we feeling about the game, guys and gals? If you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. And if you please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. How many of you out there are paying attention to the NFL draft this evening? And Gordon sets. First pitch is on the way, and the sinker is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on Jazz. Gordon sets, and the pitch is inside to Jazz. Count is 2-0. And the next pitch is on the way. The sinker is off the plate. Count is now 3-0 on Jazz. And the umpire is now telling the pitcher to hold up. And Gordon sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up and out of the strike zone for ball 4. So that is a 4-pitch walk to Chisholm. Coming up to bat is J.C. Escara. So Yankees are going to have runners at first and second with nobody out. Escara has grounded out and struck out in his 2 plate appearances. And Gordon sets, and he fires, and the sweeper is down low. Count is 1-0. And Gordon sets, fires, and the fastball paints the inside portion of the plate for call. Strike 1. Count is 1-1. Gordon checks the runner at first. The pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is down low. Count is 2-1 on Ascara. Gordon sets and fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Count is evened at deuce. Yankees have runners at first and second with nobody out. JC Ascara is up to bat. Count is evened at deuces. And the next pitch is on the way. And that is a sweeper off the plate. Count is now full, 3-2 on JC. Be patient and wise, young lad. And Gordon sets, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 3-2. And what can you do? Maybe go to the zoo, try to look for a clue. Gordon sets and he fires, and that pitch is fouled off. So the count is going to remain 3-2 as we head to the seventh pitch of the at bat. Gordon sets, pitch is on the way, and this is lined into left field, and it's going to be off the wall. Harris cannot make the play. Stanton is going to stop at third. So that is a single off the wall, and the bases are juiced full of Yankees with nobody out. And they are taking Stanton off the field. He is not moving well. And it looks like Randall Grichuk is coming in to replace Stanton. Ryan McMahon is coming up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the night with a solo shot home run into the Crawford box. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a bullet right at Walker. And he makes a play. You cannot hit that damn ball any harder. So that was a good at bat, McMahon, but not productive for us. Coming up to bat, Jose Caballero, 0 for 2 on the night. And the Astros are bringing the infield in. First pitch is on the way, and it is up high out of the strike zone. Caballero has a pop out and a grounded out under his belt this evening. Now, how about a single? Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled back. And Gordon sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is a line drive into right field, and that is a base hit. Grichuk is going to advance one base, so the Yankees now lead 7-2. RBI single for Cairo, and the bases are loaded, still with one out. Coming up to bat is Trent Grisham, 0 for 1 on the day with a pair of walks. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. So the infield is going to shift back to normal double play depth. All right, Trent, it's time to bust this one open, brother. Pitch is on the way, and that is line drive foul down the left field line. Count is 0-2. Productive out, baby, if you have to make one. Bring in the next run. A little bit of bingo. 1, 2, 3, and this is what you see. Pitch is on the way, and it is just a bit high. Count is 1-2 on Grishbaum. No double play, no double play, no double play. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is evened at deuces. Deuce, deuce, what color is your freaking goose? And Gordon sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. And that's a goal in the trash can. And Gordon sets. Pitch is on the way. And this is driven into center field. Matthews is backing up, and he makes the catch. Jazz is tagging. Everybody tags and moves up a base. And the Yankees now lead 8-2. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. And guess who's coming up to bat? You are right. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. Not sure that he will see a pitch. And of course, they forefinger him, send him up unintentionally for an intentional walk. That is the third walk of the night for the Cap. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a sweeper off the place. Bellinger is 1 for 3 on the night with a single and a run. Pitch is on the way, and that is a line drive straight at Altuve. And that is going to do it for the Yankees, but not before they score 3 runs in this inning to take a 8-2 lead. Coming up in the bottom of the 6th is going to be Altuve, Walker, and Smith. And I'm going to step away for just a half a second. I will be right back. But think about what you want to see for the remainder of this game and let me know. Well, well, well. So are we going to go to a 7-game winning streak? Just on that 5-game losing streak, but on 6 streak. And Yankee pain in the butt Altuve is up to bat. 2 for 2 on the day with an infield single and a double. Warren is at 86 pitches, and the first pitch is in there for call. Strike one. And it looks like Fernando Cruz is warming up. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is now 0-2 on the short shit. Pitch is on the way, and Altuve chops this to Caballero. He fires across the diamond to record the first out of the inning. Go grab some bench, buddy, because you are out of here. Coming up to bat is Christian Walker, 1 for 2 on the night. And the pitch is on the way, and that is foul off. Count is 0-1. Is the pitch on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is evened at 1-1. Warren sets and fires. That pitch is inside. Count is now 2-1. And Warren sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded fair down the third base line. It's off the sidewall. Bellinger is fielding it and throwing it second, and Walker is going for second. And Jazz is challenging because I think they might have tagged him. And he is out. This should be a quick overturn. So that should be a single 7-4 put out at second. Walker, normally a very smart baseball player. That was a dumb baseball decision, being down 6 runs. And the car is overturned. And the runner is thrown out at second. So now there are 2 outs with Cam Smith coming up to bat, 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. Warren sets and fires, and the first pitch is a fastball that clips the top of the strike zone for call, strike one. Pitch is on the way, and Warren paints the outside corner for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. Warren sets and fires, and the fastball is off the plate. Count is 1-2. Ward sets and fires. That pitch is swung out a miss for strike three. And down goes Smith. And after 6 innings, the Yankees lead 8-2. Well. A little bit of defense there. A little bit of bad decision making on Christian Walker. Yankees lead 8-2. Coming up to bat in the top of the 7th is going to be Big Ben Rice, Randall Grichuk, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. How we feeling? And for tonight's active scoreboard, the Tigers and Reds are still in a delay. Tigers lead the Reds 5-3. The Orioles beat the Red Sox 10-3. Guardians beat the Blue Jays 8-6. Yay. Rockies beat the Mets 4-3. Blue Jays beat the Twins 6-2. Braves beat the Phillies 5-3. Pirates beat the Brewers 6-0. In the bottom of the 8th, the Nationals lead, or the White Sox lead the Nationals 5-4. And it looks like Warren is not coming out for the inning, or he's not going to come out. And the first pitch to Rice from Gordon is down low. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and Rice fouls it off. Count is 0-2. Rice is 1 for 3 on the night with a double and a strikeout RBI. Gordon sets and fires, and the sweeper is in the dirt and away from the catcher. Count is 1-2. And Gordon sets. The sweeper is off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. Next pitch is on the way, and this is a high drive to right field. Smith is looking. This one is going, and gone. That is a long home run to Ben Rice. That is his 9th home run of the season. That one went 402 feet and left the bat at 105.5 miles an hour. And the Yankees go 9-2 lead. Coming up to bat is Randall Grichuk. His first at bat, he pinch ran for Giancarlo Stanton last inning. And the first pitch is on the way, and Grichuk tries to check his swing. And the umpire at first says, no, there you go. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that is right down the heart of Broadway. Count is 0-2. Gordon sets, fires, and the pitch is slap foul. Count remains 0-2. Gordon sets, fires, and the pitch is way off the plate. Count is 1-2 on Grichuk. And the pitch is on the way, and that is hit sharply down the third base line. That is going to ricochet into the corner, and Grichuk is going to be at second with a stand-up double. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. Single, a 3-run homer, and a base on balls. Gordon sets, and he fires, and the pitch paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded through the infield. And Grichuk is rounding third, heading home. It is not a time, and that is an RBI single for Jazz. And the Yankees now lead 10-2. That is Jazz's third hit of the night. And Jazz advanced to second on the throw. So the Yankees have a runner at second with nobody out. JC Escar coming up to bat, 1 for 3 on the night. Gordon sets, fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. Gordon sets, fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 2-0 on Escara. Gordon sets, fires, and Escar cannot hold up his check swing. Count is 2-1. Pitch is on the way, and this is a bullet into right field. And Jazz is going to stop at third. So the Yankees have runners at first and third with nobody out. That is Escara's second hit of the night on his 31st birthday. So happy birthday to you, brother. And here comes the manager. So McMahon is getting up to bat, 1 for 3 on the day with a dinger. And Gordon sets. Pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And Gordon just took a pitch clock violation, so the count is now 2-0 on McMahon. Gordon sets and fires, and he paints the bottom of the strike zone with a four-seamer. Count is 2-1. For those of you hopping in the stream, we're in the top of the seventh. The Yankees have a 10-2 lead on the Astros. They have runners at first and third with no outs, and the pitch is in there for call, strike two. I think that was a little bit low, and that was a gift from the umpire. Count is now 1-2 on McMahon. Pitch is on the way, and McMahon fouls this one off down the third base side. Count remains 1-2, or 2-2, excuse me. All right, Ryan, a little bit of bingo. Raise the batting average just a bit higher. Next pitch is on the way, and that four-seamer is way off the plate. Count is now 3-2. Gordon sets and fires, and McMahon fouls the pitch off. Count remains 3-2. Gordon sets and fires, and this ball is a broken bat right to the pitcher, and the pitcher throws to second to record one out. Relay is not in time, and Jazz is going to score. And it looks like they're challenging this one. I think they might overturn that one. I think that they got McMahon at first. And that'll take a run off the board, so the lead will be 10-2. Actually, that won't take a run off the board, because that'll only be so that's going to be 2 outs for the Yankees. Chisholm is still going to score. So the bases are now clean. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. 1 for 2 on the night, and the first pitch is a curveball in there for call, strike one. Pitch is on the way, and this is a high fly ball to left field. Harris is back on the track. This one is out of here. Another Crawford box shot, and that is a solo shot home run for Jose Caballero. That is Caballero's second home run of the season. It traveled 337 feet, left his bat at 97.2 miles an hour, and the route is on. Yankees lead 12-2. Trent Grisham coming up to bat. And Grisham is up to bat. The first pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Grisham is 0 for 1 on the night with a pair of walks, an RBI, and a run scored. Gordon sets and fires, and that pitch is down low to Trent Grisham. Pitch is on the way, and that is bounced to Altuve. He flips it to Walker, and that is going to do it for the Yankees. But the Yankees put a 4 spot on the board in the top of the 7th. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 7th is going to be Harris, Diaz, and Matthews. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please drop your vote in our active poll. If you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. We call a boatload of live play-by-plays. I did 142 games last season. I bang out on Wednesdays because I bowl in leagues all year round. I drop a boatload of shorts. I have open panels for people to come on up and talk a little bit of baseball. If that appeals to you, then please consider subscribing. We are at 370 or 670 subs, looking at our next milestone of 675. Anything that you can do to help us reach our next milestone would be most appreciated. So, how are we feeling about tonight's game? And Fernando Cruz is coming in to pitch. And Cruz sets and fires, and the fastball is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Cruz sets and fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. So let's see how Cruz's splitter is looking. And Cruz sets. Pitch is on the way, and the splitter is down low. Count is 1-2. Cruz sets and fires, and the splitter is check swing, and he is down on strikes. So Harris is going to end up with his hat trick for the night. Coming up to bat is Yanner Diaz, 1 for 2 on the night with a single and an RBI. Cruz sets, fires, and the pitch is a fastball down low. Count is 1-0. And Cruz sets and fires, and the next pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 2-1. Cruz sets and fires, and the pitch is a fastball inside. Count is now 3-1. Cruz sets and fires, and this pitch is hammered to left field. And that one is going to be another Crawford box shot. That is a long home run for Diaz. The Yankees lead is now 12-3. That one went 387 feet, traveled at 104.9 miles an hour. And the Astros closed the gap to 12-3. Coming up to bat is Matthews, 0 for 2 on the night. For those of you hopping into the stream, we are in the bottom of the seventh. Yankees have a 12-3 lead. There is one out with nobody on. And Cruz sets and fires, and he paints the inside corner with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Count is 0-1. Cruz sets, fires, and the splitter is called ball one. Wells or Escar says no, and Escar is challenging this one. And the pitch is going to be overturned because that damn sure was a strike. New York retains both challenges. The count is 0-2 on Matthews. Pitch is on the way, and the splitter is fouled straight back. Count remains 0-2. Matthews is 0 for 2 with a line out and a strikeout on the evening. Cruz sets, swung on and missed for strike 3. And that is the second out of the night, or the inning. Coming up to bat is Carlos Correa, 0 for 3 on the night. And it looks like a former Yankee, Brandon Shoemake, is coming in to pinch hit for Correa. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. And they're reporting that Stanton left the game with right lower leg tightness. Cruz sets and fires, and this ball is hammered to right field. And this one is out of here into the bullpen. So, former Yankee Brandon Shoemake drives this one into the bullpen. So the score is now 12-4. Cruz has given up a pair of home runs. Not a good look, even with this big a lead. And the first pitch to, looks like Christian Vasquez is coming in to pinch hit for Alvarez. First pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is hit into the right field. That is another base hit. And it looks like Shea Whitcomb is coming up to bat for Isaac Paredes. Astros are emptying their bench out. And it looks like Jake Bird is warming up in the bullpen. Ridiculous. Whitcomb is hitting 111 on the season. Cruz sets and fires, and he paints the inside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the splitter is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike three. And that is going to do it for the Astros. That is going to be Cruz's third strike out of the inning, but not before he. As we head to the top of the eighth, the captain is coming up to bat beside Bellinger and Rice. So 2, 3, and 4 coming up to the plate in the top of the eighth. How we feeling? Looking to check mark number 7. And here we go. So, I mean, not bad for a bunch of bums who are supposed to be a fourth place team. Running it back, bad front office, bad Boone. I mean, what more can you say? Oh, I guess I didn't do it, but I will do it right now. Our active poll, how many innings would Warren pitch tonight? 50% of y'all, there were 12 votes, said that Warren was going to go 6 innings, and you are absolutely correct. So congratulations on being right in our active poll. That is the second poll of the night. And Jaden Murray is coming into pitch. And the first pitch is a fastball fouled off by the captain. All rise, the judges in the chamber. Next pitch is all the way, and the cutter is way off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Pitch is on the way, and Judge hits a high fly ball to left center field. And that is not going to have the distance. Harris makes the play for the first out. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger, 1 for 4 on the night. And Murray sets. Pitch is on the way, and that goes all the way back to the backstop. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is evened at 1-1 Odd Belly. It looks like Ryan Yarborough is warming up in the bullpen. Pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball way up and outside. Count is 2-1 on Belly. And the pitch is on the way. It is in there for call. Strike two. Count is even at deuces on Bellinger. Pitch is on the way, and that is going to be in the dirt all the way to the backstop. Count is now full. 3-2 on Cody. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream. Well, it's a distinct possibility. Pitch is on the way, and this is hit sharply. Nice play by Walker. He flipped to Murray, and that is going to record the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice. Rice is 2 for 4 on the night with a homer and a double. Well, if Stanton goes on the list, he solves the Volpe problem. And the pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Murray sets and fires, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul tipped into the catcher's glove. Count is 2-1 on Rice. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Altuve or Matthews. He flips it to Walker for the third out of the inning. So as we head to the bottom of the eighth, Johnson, Walker, and Smith will be coming up to bat. So for those of you that are in the stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Hardcore Sports Network or the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Programming notes. I will be back tomorrow to call game 2 of this series. If I can find the footage, I will drop a shot this evening with Carlos Rodon's rehab start at Hudson Valley. Cannot blame cold weather for Judge not hitting. Well, Judge is 0 for 1 tonight, Saw. He has 3 walks, 2 standard and 1 intentional. So, I don't know what you could say about that. Not getting the opportunity to even swing the bat. And it looks like Ryan Yarbrough is coming in to replace Fernando Cruz. And Yarbrough sets. The first pitch is a fastball off the plate. That one came in at 86 miles an hour. Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is just a bit high. Count is 2-0. And Yarby sets. Fastball is hammered through the infield to right field. So that is a leadoff hit. Coming up to bat is Christian Walker, 2 for 3 on the night. And Bellinger has moved to right field to replace Judge. Rosario is in left field. Pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-0 to Walker. Yarbrough sets and fires, and the cutter is inside. Count is 2-0 on Walker. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled. Count is 2-1 on Walker. Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and the changeup is called ball 1 or ball 3. Escara is challenging it. Looks like he clipped the inside corner. And the pitch is going to be overturned. That was a strike. So the count is now 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 3 for Walker. So that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Smith. 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls and a strikeout. RBI to his credit. First pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Next pitch is on the way, and the swing is checked successfully. Count is 2-1. Yarby sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is evened at deuces. Warren sets. Pitch is on the way. Actually, Yarbrough sets, and the pitch is in there for call. Strike 3. Smith is down looking. Coming up to bat is Harris. 0 for 3 with the hat trick already, 3 strikeouts. So is Harris going to get the golden sombrero? Yarborough sets and fires, and the pitch is in there for call, strike 3. Runner is going to take second on defensive indifference. Yarborough sets and fires, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Yarborough sets, fires, and the sweeper is swung on. Count is 1-2. Runner takes third on defensive indifference. So the Astros have a runner at third with 2 outs. Yarborough sets and fires, and the sweeper is check swing successfully. Count is evened at deuces. And Yarborough sets and fires. The fastball just misses. Count is now full 3-2. Yarborough sets and fires, and the pitch is off the plate. And that is going to be ball 4. So Harris is going to take first base. The Astros have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Yonder Diaz is coming up to bat, 2 for 3 on the night. Home run, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is up high. Harris takes second on defensive indifference. Count is 1-0. Yarborough sets and fires, and this is a can of corn to left field. Rosario is camped under it and makes the play for the third out. 2 men left on board. So coming to the top of the ninth, Randall Grichuk, Jazz Chisholm, and J.C. Escara. And between those 3, they are 6 for 8 on the night. So as this game continue to hold, that will be the 7th consecutive win for the Yankees tonight, or on this season. Longest winning streak that the Bombers have had. And in the NFL draft, the 30th or the 94th pick is the Dolphins. They are on the clock. And for tonight's active scoreboard, the Tigers and the Reds are still in a delay. Orioles beat the Red Sox 10-3. Guardians beat the Blue Jays 8-6. Rockies beat the Mets 4-3. Rays beat the Twins 6-2. Braves beat the Phillies 5-3. Pirates beat the Brewers 6-0. White Sox beat the Nationals 5-4. Royals beat the Angels 6-3. Athletics beat the Rangers 6-1. As you know, we're in the top of the ninth. The Yankees lead 12-4. First pitch to Grichuk is inside for ball one. In the top of the ninth, the Mariners are holding a 3-2 lead on the Cardinals. In the bottom of the second, the Marlins lead the Giants. The next pitch is down low. Count is 2-0. In the bottom of the second, the Marlins lead the Giants 4-0. And in the top of the third, the Cubs and the Dodgers are locked up at zeros. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 2-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is down in the dirt. Count is now 3-1 on Grichuk. Pitch is on the way, and this is a grounder to the third baseman. Whitcomb fires across the diamond to Walker to record the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm, 3 for 3 on the night. And Abreu sets and fires. That pitch is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Abreu sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is 2-0. Abreu sets and fires, and that pitch almost hits Jazz. Count is now 3-0 on Jazz. And the pitch is on the way. It is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 3-1. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is now full on Jazz, 3-2. Radio sets and fires, and that is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike three on Jazz. Jazz is challenging. Of course he is. That is freaking a ridiculous challenge. Jazz is not right. Go sit on the bench, Jazz. That's right down the heart of Broadway. So, coming up to bat is JC Escar, 2 for 4 on the night with his 31st birthday. And the pitch is on the way, and it is off the plate. Count is 1-0 on JC. And the next pitch is on the way. It is inside. Count is 2-0 on Escara. Pitch is on the way, and this is bounced to Matthews. Matthews flips it to Walker for the third out. So the Yankees go down in order. Heading to the bottom of the ninth. Matthews, Shoemate, and Vasquez will be coming up to bat. Programming notes. I will be back tomorrow evening for game 2 of this series. Hopefully, the Yankees clinch this series tomorrow evening and then go for the sweep on Sunday. And if I am not mistaken, game time tomorrow is 7:10, so I will be live at 7:05. And if I can find the video from Rodon's Hudson Valley rehab start, I will drop another short today. And we are in the bottom of the 9th inning. Matthews is 0 for 3 on the night with a pair of strikeouts and a line out. So is he going to get the hat trick for tonight? Yarbrough is back on the bump. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is a ball off the plate. Count is 1-0. Yarbrough sets and fires, and the next pitch is up high. Scar's going to challenge this one. I'm not sure why he's challenging it. And it's confirmed that it was a ball, so the Yankees lose their second challenge of the night. And that'll do it for challenges. Next pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 2-1 on Matthews. And Yarbrough sets, fires, and the pitch is foul tipped. Count is even at deuces. Yarbrough sets, fires, and this pitch is grounded to Caballero. Caballero fires across the diamond, and he is going to throw Matthews out for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is former Yankee farmhand Brandon Shoemate. 1 for 1 on the night with a solo shot home run off of Cruz. Pitch is on the way, and it is right down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike 1. And Yarbrough sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Shoemate. Yarby sets and fires. This pitch is rip foul. Count remains 0-2. Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball up and out of the strike zone. That one actually in there at 90 miles an hour. Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is even at 2-2. And how do you do? Yarborough sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count remains 2-2. What color is that goose? Yarborough sets, fires, and the pitch is once again fouled off. As we head to the 8th pitch of the at-bat, count is still 2-2. Yarborough sets, fires, and this pitch is skied to shallow left field. Caballero's out there, and he makes the play for the second out. So the Astros are down to their final out of the game. Coming up to bat is Christian Vasquez, 1-for-1 on the night. Yarborough sets. First pitch is on the way, and it paints the outside corner for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. Yarby sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul, tipped into Star's glove. Count is 0-2. Astros are down to their last strike, last out. So let's do it. Yarby sets and fires, and this ball is popped up. Bryce is tracking it, and he is going to make the play in foul territory for the third out. And the Yankees win 12-4. I'll be back with the stats in just a few seconds. Ward pitched a very good outing today. Limited the Astros to 2 runs. Yankee bats seem to be coming to life, which is a good sign for the Yankees. Bad sign for the rest of the league. Tonight's numbers are Yankees have 12 runs on 13 hits, no errors. Astros have 4 runs on 11 hits and 1 error. Will Warren is going to take the win for his 3rd win of the season. McCullers is going to take the loss. And that is our numbers for this evening. I will be back tomorrow to call the game 2 of the match. Hopefully a series win for the Yankees. And that's about all I've got for y'all tonight. So I'm going to end in traditional fashion with Let's Go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers. Have a great night.
No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, isn't that spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.